99.3 Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. You're welcome to Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. Brought to you courtesy MTN. Right. Today we are going to have a mixed bag. We will look at the issue of the auctioning of the vehicles and the recent commercial, which I also gladly put on my Instagram page. I was more than delighted to put it up, from the Lagos State government talking about the enforcement on the rule of covering of number plates. So we'll look at that issue. Then we'll also look at the issue. Take a look at some issues, on COVID. Especially, we'll be taking reactions from the from you about the First Lady of Anambra State, who put a video out about how she was vaccinated in the United States of America. Lucky her, a very privileged person. So we'll have a lot to talk about. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Yellow. This is a public service announcement to our dear customers. As mandated by the NCC, MTN will be linking your National Identification Number, NIN, to the SIM registration information you have already provided. To make the process easy for you, here are simple 2 ways to get it done. 1. Log on to my MTN app. Or 2. Dial *785*NIN#. If you don't have a NIN, visit www.nimc.gov.ng to find an enrollment center near you. If you have registered but can't remember your NIN, dial *346# with the phone number you registered at enrollment. We do not want you to get disconnected. Thank you for your patience and anticipated cooperation.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Hey! Omo, make you no sleep on top bicycle. This better don't tie rapper. For those of una wey never use una MTN SIM for over 15 days now, MTN don't charge. Come increase your welcome back of our woof to 12 times your recharge when you load 100 naira and above. Yes, so no be 1, no be 2, no be 3, no be 4, no be even 10 sef. Now 12 times your recharge, then go take credit and data knock your phone. This one means say if you recharge 100 naira, MTN go summer you with 900 naira credit plus 300 naira data bonus. If you can't recharge 200 naira, now 1,800 naira credit go drop for your phone plus 600 naira data bonus. Just make sure so you use *161* recharge pin hash take recharge and enjoy your bonus for up to 30 days. Omo, this one don't pass welcome back. MTN can add Shaw Banker second term on top self. Hey, where that my MTN SIM? Make me self begin follow enjoy better too.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
Flo. If you try Mamba, I was just going to call you.
Better
You
Pekin.
won't believe what my okay.
What did you do? Where is that his office again,
Calm
sef?
down now. I trust you. But it's not like that at all. Oh. He just called me this evening. Said I should meet him at one restaurant like that.
What now happened?
So I went now. I entered the restaurant and there was nobody there. As I wanted to carry my phone to call him, somebody entered and started playing guitar. Then his friends started coming inside. And they were singing. Mama, I was scared though. Then I turned around and he was there, kneeling down.
Your call
Flo-
has been
Flo-
terminated.
Hey!
You no longer have
Where did we
airtime.
finish?
Please recharge. Don't let insufficient airtime hold you down. Recharge instantly with *904# or my MTN app. Get 10% bonus on every airtime recharge. Turn up convenience and start recharging now.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Right, you're welcome back. Let's go to the first phase of the program. I'm going to, speak to the Commissioner for Information, Lagos State, Mr. Gbenga Motosho to give us more information on this new exercise. Good morning, Honorable Commissioner.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm great.
Did you arrest anybody with covered numbers plates yesterday by any chance?
No.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that action is being taken on this, and like I told you on the phone, we are happy that the government listens to criticisms and takes it in good faith, and does the needful. Therefore, you have a partner in a lot of us in the media in trying to cure what I will call this madness that you have, not just in Lagos. I think it's nationwide, but at least let's take care of our own constituency, where people would cover their number plates moving around. I'd never understood it. If you don't want your car to be seen as registered, why put a number plate at all? But I'd given the history of where I think this came from. It's part of the I wanted to say to you, but part of the sickness of the elites with this new phenomenon. So where are we now on this exercise?
Well, first let me just state clearly that for anybody to drive a car
Yes.
on our roads and cover the number plate is illegal.
Yes.
It's against the section 16 of the Transport Sector Reform Law.
Okay.
And it's punishable. And we have noticed that people are doing this, and it is wrong. And we set up a task force to stop this and some other maladies that we have on our roads.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to report to you that the task force is working and people have been arrested. As of the last count, 7 people have been arrested. And this is not done by just ordinary people, it is done by VIPs.
Yes.
To drive big vehicles and then cover the number plates for whatever reason.
Well, VIPs meaning vagabonds in power.
We are setting something in Lagos.
Yes, go on. Honorable Commissioner, are you there?
Yes.
I'm sure if you look carefully, those who are trying to create this problem for you in government, a large number of them are those who are close to the government because they feel that they're above the law. They feel that it shows how powerful they are. They are the ones who have police escort and so on and so forth. Have you, as the government, been able to sensitize those around them to say that in this exercise it will be no friend, no foe?
Of course. The governor, Mr. Baide Sanwo-Olu, says it all of the time that anybody,
yes,
if you say because you know Sanwo-Olu, you now go and commit an offense, whether it's especially this traffic offense that everybody in Lagos is complaining about,
yes,
that you are on your own. It's not going to do anything to save you. If you drive against the traffic and your car is this, forget about the car. You will never.
Okay. Well, what about if you know Tinubu?
I do not know anything about that. But all I know is that all of the enforcement that
wait, Commissioner, because
never intervened.
Commissioner, wait. You said even the governor said if you know someone, I was wondering if you know the Jagaban, whether there's any difference in treatment for that. But that's
if you commit a traffic,
you pay for it.
Jagaban to pay.
Now, of course, I know. Now, I was just kidding. Now, the question is, who is held responsible for this? Is it the driver or the owner of the vehicle?
It's the person driving, and I think both of them are liable. Both of them are liable.
You're sure about that?
It's like somebody who is not licensed to drive. He's driving, and then he doesn't have anybody who is a competent driver beside him, as the law states. First, you go there and eject the driver, and then you take away the
okay,
car.
so what is the penalty for this offense?
The penalty for this offense is either it's a fine. You are taken before a magistrate and he fines you. I think it's 20,000 naira or an imprisonment or both, depending on the discretion of the magistrate.
But I think wouldn't it? I think we probably need to update it and move it to the section of the seized vehicles because it's just as bad. Is a car with a covered number plate is a sinister vehicle, and therefore the government should move to seize such vehicles. You don't think so? Do you think so, Honorable Commissioner?
That the law has to be reviewed.
Yes.
Well,
because look, listen, 20,000 to this elite is nothing. You know, to be honest with you, 20,000 is nothing really. But just like you're doing seasoned vehicles going one way, going in the wrong direction, I think the same should apply in this case too. Maybe if you had that, people would sit up. I mean, these vehicles, most of them are usually like anything between 20 to 45 million. If you put those out for auction, maybe people will sit up.
Well, I agree with you, but I feel that if one commits this kind of offense and one is punished by being asked to pay a fine and then being sent to jail, both, I think it's deterring enough.
Oh, okay. Now the issue is some people have been arrested. Are you going to publish the names of the owners of the vehicle? It's not so much the driver. I saw something publishing the name of the driver, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's a story for another day. But are you going to let us know the owners of the vehicle? You know?
You see, when somebody is arrested and is taken before the court,
okay, then his name.
Now, I mean, the court is an open place. Anybody can go there and watch the proceedings. And by watching the proceedings, one can know all of the facts that one wants to know about.
But we need to have the habit of naming and shaming. You know, so that we can put this bad habit behind us. We need to have this of naming, and what are we covering up for them for? It's a misdemeanor. Because even the security forces do not cover nameplates. What they do, if they want to go on operation, they have so many nameplates that they can use. That is allowed in law. So this idea, any car that its nameplate is covered, is a sinister vehicle. And usually they are heavily tinted vehicles.
Well, you are right.
Yes.
Right. It's a suggestion that one would like to put forward.
Yes, let us name and shame them so that we can get this thing, put this thing behind us. And I'd like to call on people to take photographs of these vehicles if you see this kind of thing. So at least we can know those who are behaving badly. But before you go, Honorable Commissioner, there is a video that went out. I also put it on my Instagram that is talking about. It looks as if cameras are back to Lagos roads. Is that true?
Yeah, in some places there are cameras, but all over the place there will be cameras very soon. We are working on the fiber optic cable that is 3,000 kilometers in the first phase.
Okay.
And it's going to go live maybe in the first quarter of this year. And by the time it's completed this year, it's going to cover all of the places. It's going to cover the whole state. So it's going to be...
So there'll be no need for all these junctions to be manned. You break the lights, you are captured, and you are sent a fine.
Exactly.
But the video also talks. It says you should check and see if your name is. Do you have a list already? Are the cameras working in certain places?
Yeah, the cameras are working in certain places. Around Allen, New.
Yes.
In some places, but all those ones are just. Test run for us to see. But when next time we get the fiber optic cable that we are laying around the state ready, it's going to be all over the place.
So, but for now, there are no fines, Abi?
No, there are fines. Anybody who is caught.
So what are you saying now? What you should do is you feed your number in and see if your car has been captured in such an exercise.
Yes, so that you don't pay more than you should pay.
Well, let me say on air that one has been most critical about enforcement of the law, but we are now happy to see that this is happening. I hope this will be enduring, and I hope there will be no sacred cows. Do I have your confirmation of that?
Well, if you check with people and with maybe media reporters, you see that in the area of people driving against the traffic, there has been no sacred cow. People have been crying that their vehicles are being auctioned and all of that, but nobody has listened to them. Because it's starting to say that Lagosians like you are saying that the place should not be taken away from us, that we should not allow lawless residents to take over the place.
Yes.
And the government is determined to do everything possible to ensure that people are forced to obey the law if they don't want to be persuaded to obey the law.
Can you confirm, sir, this story that says you are going to auction 88 vehicles? The story in the Punch, it says that it had obtained an order, the Special Offences Unit had obtained an order to auction 88 forfeited vehicles.
Yes, it's a routine matter.
Okay, how do we know when the auction is going to take place? Means I need 1 or 2 cars for Uber. Maybe I can get one 2020 Camry and I turn it to Uber or something like that. How do we get to know, one, when the auction is going to take place, two, the list of the vehicles?
I think the way it was announced in the newspaper is going to be announced that way too. And I think at the headquarters of the Special Offences Task Force, there is always a notice of such matters there. People whose cars are impounded, they go there and they see all those things.
Okay, can we have a website where we can get this information? Because we need this information to help you, Honorable Commissioner, to highlight these things so people will know that it is real. I would like to attend the next auction, sir.
Okay,
with my money.
The task force to update their website and with this kind of information.
Do you have their website, sir?
I don't have it open now.
Okay. I want to. We remember the last person who we asked some years back. You remember what happened to him? About websites. www. That's all. Okay, Honorable Commissioner, thank you very much. We are very happy that this is ongoing. We'll be watching it carefully. And please, you have our support in making sure, especially with the sacred cows, leave them to us. Okay, if they are proving too difficult, bring them here.
Okay. We'll do that.
Thank you. That's the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Mr. Gbenga Motosho. You've heard what he said. I'm going to take a few comments before I go on break and then come back to this COVID issue. Okay. Of course, you know the numbers are 0700 993 993 993. And the Twitter handle is at Nigeria Info FM. And also, you need to tag along at Jimi Disu so I can read it on my device. The lines are bustling there now. Hello, good morning.
Jimmy, good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you?
I'm fine. My name is Daniel.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Daniel. Yes.
You see, when it comes to this Honorable Commissioner, this present one, yes, the man, one, is intelligent, is exposed, and is responding.
Oh, we missed that. Okay, please call back. And then call back. I think you're emotional. Call back from a quiet background. Just park so that we can hear you clearly. Take the next caller here. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning, how are you? What's your name, sir?
Hey, this is calling from Ijabode.
Morning, Miss Eze. How are you?
Yes, so I want to know, the commissioner did not talk about those Agboro that collect money from junction and allow those Agboros that drive a bus to take one way and go.
No vex, I mean no ask them now.
So I think when we ask them, they will say,
no, you know what I will do for you is I'll bring the commissioner next week. He will be in this studio. Okay?
Yes.
So we can ask him.
That area.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. That one is very, very important.
Very important. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Me?
Yes.
Sir.
Morning.
Okay. This is Kenny. I'm calling from Festac.
Morning, Mr. Kenny from Festac. Yes.
Okay. Please, I want to draw the attention of the commissioner to this issue because I'm an e-hailing driver. So most time I'm always on the road.
Yeah. What, sir?
I'm an e-hailing driver. So most time I'm almost always on the road.
Always on the road. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to draw the attention that over 90%, I repeat it again, over 90% of the bikes that run on Lagos roads, they don't have any registered plate number.
Well, it's not so much. Thank you, sir. You see, the problem is not so much with those the cars that are not registered. Usually, it could be a car dealer going to deliver a car or somebody just bought the car, hasn't registered it. The one that just portrays complete madness to me is one where you already have the number. It's registered, you have the number plate there. Then you cover it. I don't understand that. You know, Ruth, do you understand? You're younger than I am. Maybe it's a new fad or something where you'd have a number plate and then cover it. I think it's if I say something not correct for that matter. That's the most polite. Yes, I'll take another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
My name is Dapo. I stay in Lekki Access.
Ah, Baba, lucky people.
No.
Big
No,
man.
sir.
You're a
You
big
know
man. You're one of the people, these big people, most of them live in Lekki. You're one of them.
Uncle Jimmy, let me even tell you my own concern is this.
What's your
Do you know that now,
Mm.
when we're driving in Lekki,
Yes.
it's hoodlums that control the traffic?
Yes, I noticed that. You're right.
It is I don't understand. Every junction you get to, police, hoodlums will tell you to
Yes.
turn around, then they come to your car. I don't, in Lekki, for God's sake.
No, it's everywhere.
In Lekki, I'm shocked.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere, but it's more prevalent in Lekki, especially the Admiralty axis.
Admiralty,
the one near on the road to Ebano. Yes.
Everywhere it is hoodlums that we try to. Where's the police? Where's the? I don't know.
Okay.
Begging for money doing this. That's my own Uncle Jimmy. That one is mad.
Everybody begs. Even the last man people sometimes beg you for money. They keep saluting you, stamping their foot. I don't know how that's supposed to impress me, but anyway. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Happy New Year, my brother. Welcome back.
Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. I heard the commissioner, especially that traffic light of a thing. All these uniform guys, that would beat the traffic light with their convoy and this license plate covered with that leather, black leather or something. Hope they will capture such people too, and they should let us know.
Yeah, but how do you capture a man who has covered his number plate? How do you identify him?
That is another thing now. So please, like you are asking him.
That's a story for another day.
I know one of them, the daughter, the son of a former governor, the wife of the son is using this Range Rover 2019 with covered license plate and two Prado as a pilot car. The wife of a son of a former governor.
The wife of the son of a former governor.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, that. Thank you very much. I noticed a lot of that, and it's a pity. When the commissioner comes to the studio, we'll be able to look ourselves in the eye. That's why I told him a lot of the culprits in this matter are those who are close to them. I've seen, just like he said, I've seen quite a number of people that are either they have low-ranking positions in government. Yes, I've seen your two fingers. Either Ruth will kill me. Either low-ranking officials or whatever, and the indiscipline has gone across the board. Everybody now wants to have a pilot car, wants to have. I don't understand. We've been saved from the military since God knows how long, and this idea of so-called show of power, whatever people think it is, it has eaten deep in our society that it's and like the other gentleman said, yes, Lekki is a hotbed. The Lekki and Oniru sides, the VI and so on and so forth, that is the hotbed of this indiscipline. And only God will help us. But I'm going to warn some of these people that they shouldn't let it get to a point where people would now, like when you're coming with a siren, people will not give you the right of way and stand firm and see what exactly you're going to do. They've gone a bridge too far in this matter. But I don't want to go a bridge too far. I need to run a commercial here so that I can get my, So it's the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu. When we come back, we're going to talk about the video that has gone viral. It's on my Instagram page. You can use this period to quickly go there, where the First Lady of Anambra State was recorded taking vaccination in the United States. I think she was completely misled into doing what she did. I'll tell you what she did when we get back. So don't go away.
Flo.
Mama. I was just going to call you.
Better
You won't
Peking.
believe what my
What did he do? Where is that his office again,
Calm
sef?
down now. I trust you. But it's not like that at all. Oh. He just called me this evening. Said I should meet him at one restaurant like that.
What now happened?
So I went now. I entered the restaurant and there was nobody there. As I wanted to carry my phone to call him, somebody entered and started playing guitar. Then his friends started coming inside. And they were singing. Mama, I was scared though. Then I turned around and he was there, kneeling down.
Your call has been terminated.
Hey!
You no longer have
Ready to
airtime.
finish.
Please recharge. Don't let insufficient airtime hold you down. Recharge instantly with *904# or my MTN app. Get 10% bonus on every airtime recharge. Turn up convenience and start recharging now.
Everywhere you go, MTN.
You're listening to Jimi Disu, right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
I never knew Ruth could dance so well. If you were watching us on YouTube or Facebook live, you'd have seen her really rocking Heavy Winds. This is a nice time again to wish my good friend Adeniji Heavy Wind a happy new year, and that I think I'd like to change my. Not that I just like to have something fresh. You know, he prepared all this background stuff for me. Right now, I got a video last week over the weekend. The First Lady of Anambra State saw her, and the video was shot inside the vehicle, so it was done with her consent. In fact, the first line you hear in the video is that somebody who's acting as a commentator is saying, "There, First Lady, what are we here to do?" And then she answers, "Oh, we're here to get our own COVID. I'm here to get my COVID, whatever it is," because there was no evidence to show that the person in the vehicle also benefited from this whatever. And I asked myself, why would, just like Atiku did, why would she want to bring this, why would she want to make a short video of her taking a very private thing? But knowing her position as the First Lady, and also knowing that her people do not have access to this. Now, I think that she was most likely misled by the handlers to saying something like, "Oh, you need to show to encourage your people to take the vaccine." That would make sense. Okay, that would make sense if your people had access to the vaccine. But the way it is now, it is a pepper them issue. Okay, it's more or less like saying that is what it portrays. I'm not saying that's what she had in mind, but what it portrays is like pepper them to say that I've been able to solve my my own problem, and you people can like binding your people to the Philistines. I think it was in bad taste, madam, and it should be redressed very quickly. What I would suggest to her is to issue a public apology, and explain just put up some excuse, so that your people do not feel offended. This is an advice to our people in power. I have seen it happen over and over again. It happened in Ogun State, for example. You remember in the case of the Big Brother something. It happened again when Joshua won the title, and it was a message was ascribed to the governor having said that this shows how much effort we've put into development in Ogun State when the poor guy is in the United Kingdom. People in power need to be very, very careful over who handles their to put it in street language, their publicity and so on and so forth. Publicity is not, number one, publicity is not about putting everything that you do. Rather, publicity is about managing information, not bringing out information. Publicity is not like a tipper that comes to offload sand. No, it's managing it, what should be out there, how it should be said, what it intends to achieve. Secondly, this idea of having but having journalists, as it were, handle this function, it would always backfire, in the sense that the journalist training and function and experience is a different ball game from managing information. It's a different ball game. Don't just pick on a Jimi Disu because he's popular and he has contact with the media. That's not the way it works. You need somebody with the prerequisite experience in public relations, who knows the implication of every full stop, comma, who knows the implication of even the dress sense of a chief executive. It has become a science. It has become a science, and it is important for those in power. I'm doing them a favor now. The least you can do is contact the head of the NIPR in your state and say, "Can you give me 3 names to choose from?" If you can't find anybody, or from some, But don't keep running after journalists. I'm not saying journalists can't. We are not trained to do this job. Even the temperament, we don't have it. And it's a job for a very matured person, somebody who can see above, and given our own circumstances in Nigeria, he better be close in age to the governor so that he can look at him eye to eye and say, no, Excellency, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't, a very confident person. That is why all this, look at the other day, another governor, his wife had a small party. The press secretary went and put it up on his Instagram page at a time when we are telling people not to gather. Okay, fine, you will say that it was controlled, but that's not the issue. A leader has to make a sacrifice of a good example. Look at how, for example, you remember there was a prominent politician who gave his wife a car. Of course, he could afford to give her the car, whether it's going to cost 200 million or it's going to cost $1 trillion. We know these people have the money. But they say discretion is the better part of valor. You are going to be asking yourself, how would people perceive this? Remember that when you are a leader, you are no longer an individual. So I'm going to plead with those, governors and whatever. You do need, if you're going to have a press secretary, but you might need some kind of senior person in the background who directs the affairs so that so that your whatever is properly managed. I don't know how the people of Anambra State have taken Mrs. Obiano, and she's a private citizen, by the way, yes, but I mean, hey, she's the wife of the governor. You understand? So, but I'd like to know what your views are on this, so that we can get a fair idea of what people thought of that. It's quite unfortunate, if you ask me, because I tend to believe that this First Lady was probably completely misled. Just like I think also Atiku was misled. I think some overzealous person will say, yes, that Biden took his own whatever in public. You should do so likewise. Biden did his in public simply because there's a vaccine there to give his people. So that circumstance is different from what our own leaders are trying to do here. How can you encourage people to take a vaccine that they don't have access to? And they are waiting for just 100,000. We don't know whether it's going to be done by lottery, whether they are going to consult Baba Jebu for us to. We don't know how it's going to be done for 200 million people, 100,000 vaccines. So I'll take a call. When you do call in, please mind your language. The idea, if anything, is to correct this and help some of our people in power, help them do their job well. Because a chief executive must realize that whatever you do has its own interpretation to the people. Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Hello. Good morning, sir.
Go on, Oga. Who's calling?
Yeah, I would like to remain anonymous because I want to discuss on the issue of cover plate number quickly. Can I?
Yes, but why do people say they want? If you want to remain anonymous, then don't call the studio.
Because it happened in my area. The person is a well-known person, a police officer.
But go ahead. You don't need to mention his own name, but you don't need to be anonymous. That is what is killing this country. So what about us that talk on radio? Make them kill me, Abi.
Okay, Jimmy, now your work,
If you cannot do the time, don't do the crime. If you can't at least introduce yourself on radio, then when you get to beer parlor, you feel the talk to them, but I'll let this one go. I want you to be small. I want no vex here. No vex. No vex. I want pepper you small. Go on.
You understand? As a Anambra State governor wife, one pepper goes.
You see, you are going to talk about cover play. You go, okay, talk quick. You have just 1 minute.
Okay, there's a police officer, a very senior rank police officer in Ogile police station presently.
Yes.
Yeah, he drives a Camry, a 2004 Camry.
Yes.
With a covered plate number. I think it needs to be checked out.
Yeah, I don't know.
It goes around with it within the vicinity in Ogile there.
I don't know. Okay, thank you very much. I don't know what security training that he had. Because it's by covering the number that you notice the car. So even if it's supposed to be a covered vehicle, you've already noticed it. That's why I said that I don't think anybody on serious security operation will go around in a covered number plate. Once you see a covered number plate, an alarm goes up in your head. I hope the police officer is listening. I don't know what purpose it was meant to serve, but it definitely doesn't sound right to me. He will say it's police operations. There are so many. The security forces have a means of having so many plate numbers for one car. Is allowed for for identity and so on and so forth. But the covered number plate is no security at all. Okay, next. You have another caller. Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Uncle Jimmy, this is Malik speaking. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, if the elite keep breaking laws, or for example, if my dad keep breaking laws, do you think I will obey the laws? Or my dad is doing wrong thing, making me to feel it's right? Do you think children in the house will do the right thing, Uncle Jimmy? I don't know if you understand me. Yes. Every day you've cried out, everybody has cried, and the elite and so-called big people and so-called the poor ones break the law, but the poor ones get arrested and the big ones caught free. Yes. How do you think the country will be right, or the people will do the right thing, Uncle Jimmy? For example, the government brought the laws of traffic, whatever, yesterday. Uncle Jimmy, yesterday at the roundabout, there were buses, there were private cars blocking the other lane, blocking the other lane, leaving one lane to cause traffic. There were policemen, there were kites, there were everybody, and nothing happened.
Yes. And
the government will say we should not break traffic law. And you try to maneuver to climb the pavement now to find your way, they will arrest you. So what do they want us to do? God will make a will, but we must do our own.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, my reaction to that, there was this gentleman too on Instagram. By the way, I think that the citizens of Lagos State and top hierarchy of Lagos State need to pay attention to some of the things that this gentleman talks about and find a way to stop this embarrassment. When I say stop the embarrassment, probably just do the right thing so that as a state we are not constantly embarrassed by this. Because he also mentioned something that concerns the COVID regulations, and it was even specific to say, for example, that there was a party held over the Christmas by some renowned person in a famous hotel. The place was jam-packed with a popular musician dishing out music, and protocol whatever were not observed. I see that happening. Now, VIPs sometimes think that as they think that they're above the law, they're also above the frailties of human existence, and I just laugh at them. I've seen quite a videos, to be honest with you, of people crowding in parties, enjoying themselves, drinking champagne and so on and so forth. You need to read. There's an article. I don't know why I can't put my book here. There's an article I said there on my blog, Doku Parties. Beautiful article. It's by Wumi Obe. Yes, it's written by Wumi Obe. I was forwarded to put it up for people to read. You should time. It says the headline is "Don't go to party." What it does is it analyzes how the first way in which sitting in your place, I want to go to Ruth's wedding. I pick a chair in one corner. I sit down quietly. And it tells you how you can end up contracting this virus. This is not to also talk about. I don't know if our people are sensitive to this. That with the kind of anger that you have with people, that you have in people, you need to be careful about the things you do in public now. The things you eat, the things you drink. This is a yellow card. Some of the things is expensive food, 15,000, 40,000 naira a plate. The champagne is this and that. You need to be careful. God forbid anything sinister can happen now as we speak. Because the ripple effects of the NSAS is not gone. It's just temporarily buried. So if I were you, I would not go to any social at this current time. No way. We take a lot of things for granted. What our elites call what they call security sometimes is what I call indecent exposure. It's like wearing a "rob me" sign around your neck. Because the people, even if you give, let's say that you have security people around you, you even pay them for argument purposes $500,000 a month. That $500,000 a month would be the determinant of how much they now think that you have. But can you imagine, this man pays us $500,000, all of money in Lebi by. Then ideas will start flowing. The best security in the world is for you to sit down quietly and expose yourself less. Taking 8, 10, in any case, they don't even take this for show more than for security. That much I can tell you. But that don't let's veer away from our original whatever. Hello, good morning. Morning. Morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Please, my name is Audu Salihu, your Ghanaian brother, calling from Obanikoro.
Yes.
Yes. I want to talk about the drive against the traffic.
Yes.
I think the government is not truthful to Lagosians.
Really?
Because, yes, I'm telling you the truth. The commissioner that I just talked to now is not telling us the truth. If you want to know where the traffic, drive one way against traffic, from Isolo under the bridge to my 2.
Yes.
It's like that road now become face to face. The main express from under the bridge is Solo to my 2 is every day. When you get to Rambo bus stop, that's where they do U-turn. From under the bridge is Solo to that place. It's like going there now, you will see them doing it. And the commissioner is telling us that they are arresting people. How can you arrest people? According to Fela, Boju arrest. Because you want to do the main thing, from Solo to my 2, you should arrest those guys.
Okay,
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Thank you. Yoms truly, tweet to Yom, he says that what they cannot dare do overseas is what the elite perpetuate here. I agree with you. It shows they themselves affirm Nigeria to be a jungle. And, there's this story that is worrying. It's in Sahara Reporters. It says, police officer tortures Unilag student to coma over number plates. He was arrested for covering his number plates. He was held for hours for being rude to the divisional police officer of the Mosafejo division. This is an unfortunate story, but this is my reaction. Whether the elite do it or not, I think anybody should avoid any form of interaction with the law enforcement agencies and just do the needful. I usually say that in Nigeria, you don't have any rights. Let's talk to ourselves one-on-one and not, don't let's kid ourselves. You have a lot of rights on paper. In reality, you don't have any at all. So you must learn to know the country that you are living in. I feel so sorry for the guy, young boy. He covered his number plate. What did he think he was doing? You see, this is what we say about making the right kind of examples for our younger ones to follow. He too went and covered his plate. Of course, they beat him up and so on. I'm not justifying what has happened to him, no. But let's always try and be on the straight and narrow. Don't sacrifice yourself. Focus on your development. Poor guy was going somewhere now. He covered his nameplate. He ended up in hospital. You must know the country you are living in. Forget all this idea about human rights and whatever. It's all noise. When push comes to shove, you'll be the one to suffer it. So the less you want to find yourself on the wrong side of the law, the better. People like us who every day talk about these things, we don't put it to test. You think I don't know the country I'm living in? We could come here and rant for 8-10 hours about human rights. Yes, you must do this, but we know the reality. And guess what? To a large extent, it is the same all over the world. It's the degrees that are different, various degrees, but it's the same all over the world. There is what should be and there is what is. I haven't had anybody comment on this video. I'd love the next caller to do that. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Morning, sir. Who's calling?
Bola call from Ikotu, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm really happy. I've been following you right from the other station to this station. I love your analysis. Even I got a lot of experience from you, which I even use in my family to move my family forward.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. You see, this issue of nobody covering place. Let me tell you. You see, that's why we cannot get that answers. Okay? I want to tell me what we gain on that answers. What we gain now is suggesting we get armed robbery, bandit, everything. People can not respect law again. That's what we see today. The issue of this thing, you will see. People will see come and help police for this cover. If people is doing this, these are our youth that most of them are internet fraudsters, that the one that is normally covered, get it or not. You will see hand of police now with this case.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, I have another caller. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Uncle Jimmy.
Kelvin. I beg, not vex. I don't say you go. I'll come.
Anytime when you're ready,
I'll come. Put it in your house. I'll come and pick it for your house.
Yeah, okay. It's not a perishable item now. So
yes. No, take and put the green bottle to arrange for it.
Yes, Uncle Jimmy, you see, discretion is key. Especially at this time we are now. The time we are living in now is a strange time. People are dying, there's hunger in land, a lot of things are not normal. So it's not a time to show off at all.
Yeah.
Even though you have it, be quiet about it. And that is why I was a little bit, a bit dissatisfied with the video you just talked about and all that.
Yes.
We like to do a lot of show in this part of the world, and it's not helping us. In my constituency now, there's a man that is repairing the whole roads, tying the whole roads. Very good, he's tying the whole roads. But the unfortunate thing is that at the end of the day, he put his signboard there.
But you are talking about my cousin, and
yes,
and in fact, I said I was going to mention it, that people should stop embarrassing my cousin, because I'm sure he wasn't the one. I'm sure he wasn't the one who told them to to put those signboards there. We are talking of Sulere. Let's say it once and for all. What is claimed in that billboard is that Honorable Gwaja, by the way, is the speaker, influenced the tiling of most of these roads in Sulere. And I'm happy for that. That's part of what he should be doing. I'm happy for whether he influenced it or not, they'll be solving that problem with Car Demogaji and others. But to now put his photograph at every junction, you are embarrassing the. I don't think he's my cousin. I don't want to swear.
I disagree with you, Uncle Jimmy.
I disagree. He's my cousin. He could not have said they should be putting his own signboard at every junction. My cousin is not like that.
Uncle Jimmy,
he was done to embarrass him.
I disagree completely with you. You know, I went to his office as last year.
Yes.
They were, and I went there because I normally go and drop my letters to him for some certain because Surrey does not have functioning library and a lot of things are not happening in Surrey.
Yes.
So I normally go there to drop my letters. So that day I went there and they were sharing vehicles.
That is sharing of vehicles. But because I'm a beneficiary, my road was started. I thank all of them and all the various honorables. But they did it to embarrass my cousin.
Is it this money they used to tell you that the Samuel was there that people are coming to tell me he's trying?
Leave it. He's my cousin. Leave it. Now, but it pay you. You not get cousin when fit saving the entire road.
Oh God, have mercy.
You know, Kelvin.
We need to move away from this mental slavery in this country.
But guess what, Kelvin? Let me now tell you something. After we don't hear ourselves finish, let me now tell you that these people understand our people more than you and I. I told that early in the year. I said that I'm beginning to realize that these politicians know our people better than you and I. But this one of this signboard, it was done to embarrass my cousin, and it was done. You remember when they did the police collect thing? Jonathan said it was done to embarrass. It was done to embarrass me because they put it on my street. But I thank him.
He should take my letters and read my letters. I'm not coming to beg him for money.
But if he give you, not go mind.
If he give me, I don't come back for. I don't need the money.
I don't say you not come back, but if he give you, call.
Why you want to see me give me?
If he post something to you now, if he get alert.
For where? Please, Nigeria, my constituency is constituency one. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery and stop saying that they have tried. They did not try anything. That's my point, Uncle Jimmy.
You can't yap my cousin for my own program. I not agree. Yeah, I know. I anyway, yes, let me take my last caller for the day. I got to go. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy.
Morning, sir. Quickly, I have just 1 minute. I have to get out of here.
My name is Godwin, calling from Kotun.
Morning, Mr. Godwin. How are you?
I'm fine. Uncle Jimmy, I'm very disappointed at what you're saying this morning.
Yes. Yes.
Uncle Jimmy, you are a journalist and you are not supposed to be saying this, that there is no law in Nigeria.
You say I'm disappointed. You did not even hear what I said. How could I have said there is no law? You didn't listen. Bono, you didn't listen.
Uncle Jimmy,
how could I have said there is no law? I said there is a law, but there is what is.
Yes, there is a law, but there is what is. Meaning there is no law. That is what.
I got to go. I have just 1 minute left. Sorry about that. See, when you react to these things, listen carefully. Of course, I've never said that, but I can't even talk about that anymore. Thank you very much for listening. I got to go. Ruth's finger has gone up. I'd like to thank Philip. I'd like to thank Ruth for being here. I'd like to thank MTN, yes, especially, and Nigeria Info for providing this opportunity. Tomorrow is Diabu. For tomorrow, we have a man. I met this guy somewhere around here, and he just held me by the jugular and said, I want to come and face you tomorrow. So he will come and face me tomorrow. I'll see you then. Be good.
Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.